Hey y'all, today I came up with this brown and gold eye makeup look, so if you want to see how I did it, please stick around. Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. So let's get ready. Today I'm going to my NA meeting and that is it. That's all I have on my plate today. That, and I'm supposed to get my P. Louise monthly box, but I looked at my mail. I don't know if it's coming today now, because my mail sucks. And then what else is going on today? I think that's about it. So let's start with the base makeup. For primer, I'm going to use the Nars Radiance primer. This also has SPF 35 in it, which is so handy for me because I always forget to put on sunscreen. It's just like I've never done it before, so I'm having kind of a hard time getting into the habit. So I'm glad this has it. And then my setting spray also has SPF in it. So, oh, my ear itches. Yeah, I've just never been in the habit of wearing sunscreen, and I know I need to get in that habit. It's just hard to... I think it's as hard to start new habits as it is to break a habit. I'm going to have some new foundation today. This is from Tracy. This is Ultra Matte Foundation, breathable formula, long-lasting wear. And this is in the shade, I don't know. Why isn't there a shade on here? That's very weird. It's not on the top. It's not on the bottom. It's not on the back. I couldn't tell you what shade it is. It's not on here. Hopefully it matches me. It seems light enough that it should match me, but we'll find out. It looks like it's a nice thick foundation, so hopefully it's full coverage. Oh yeah, I think this will work. Also, I have some new eyebrows on today. Don't know if y'all can really tell. See how they go straight up, like all the way? I bought some new eyebrows because I didn't like the way the tail, I had to draw in my own tail on the last ones. So I took a chance and I got some new eyebrows and I really like them. They're nice and dark. They're dark already, so I don't have to do much to them. And I like the tails on them. And I like that they go, the hairs on them go straight up. I don't know about this foundation. It seems to be going on kind of patchy. I might have to go on with another layer. Yeah, I really like these eyebrows because I really don't have to do much to them. To the last ones, I had to draw my own lines, color them in, make them darker. Let me go in with a sponge and see if that makes this foundation look any better. Plus, this foundation is nice, I think. I think it'll work. It just smells heavily like makeup. You know, like the old-timey makeup. How much it smelled like makeup. So it smells a lot like old-timey makeup. Yeah, I think this is going to work out. This is a nice foundation. I might go in with a little bit more, though, because I do see some spots that are just not fully covered. So I'm going to go in with another layer. Now see, when I put it on with the brush, I can definitely see the brush strokes in it. And it's not the brush, because I've used this brush many times and you couldn't really see the brush strokes in it. But with this foundation, you can really see the brush strokes. And like even when I'm patting it, it just looks like stucco. But when I go in with this sponge, it looks much better. I'm going to go in with this sponge and smooth it out, and I think it'll look much better. Yeah, see, look at the difference between this side and this side, and my nose and chin compared to this. I think this sponge makes a huge difference. This says it's a matte foundation. It doesn't really seem like a matte. You see the how the dewiness of the primer is coming through. Maybe it needs to dry down to be matte, but so far it doesn't seem, it seems like a dewy or even like a satin finish. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like when it dries down. But again, it doesn't matter to me what kind of finish it is. I like all finishes, so if it claims to be matte but it's not a matte finish, it doesn't bother me. Actually, I prefer I prefer dewy finishes or satin finishes over matte finishes anyway. So for concealer, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible concealer in the shade Porcelain. Definitely need to get some more of this. It's one of my favorite concealers. It's so light that you don't even have to let it sit on your skin for you to get a bright under eye. See, nice bright under eye already. You know what? No, I'll just go ahead and use this. I was going to go for a liquid bronzer, but I already pulled this, so I'll use it. This is the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in the shade Light. If I can get it open today, I'll use it. I was able to get it open last night. Let me use my robe. Oh, come on. There we go. I got it open. This is a hard sponge. I thought it was soft, but pretty hard. So if it sounds like I'm beating my face, it's because I am. Okay, for liquid blush, I'm going to go into the NYX Sweet Cheeks, and this is in the shade Almost Famous. Figured I'd go back to my orange blush. Just going to use a little bit of it though, because I'm also following that up with orange blush powder. And I'm using green eyeshadow, so I don't want it to totally clash. Okay, for pressed powder, I'm going to go in with the Nars light reflecting powder. And then for loose powder, this is the Youliyoula smooth light loose powder. And then for setting spray, this is the ITK Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Setting Mist. Oh, I gotta turn this way. This does leave your face a little bit greasy, but I don't really mind it for some reason. I don't know. It doesn't make my face, I mean, but it leaves your face like nice and dewy, but also a little greasy. So just don't touch your face, you'll be fine. I'm gonna wait for this to dry down and then I'll be back. Okay, for powder blush, I'm out of breath for some reason. I'm gonna use the Oulac blush mono, and this is in the shade Summertime. You know what? Now that I'm using orange blush, I think I'll do a brown and gold look today. I think that would match better. I was planning on doing that anyway, but then I wanted to do another green look, but I'll get to it tomorrow. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, a brown and gold look. So for bronzer, I'm gonna use the Laura Geller Face and Body Glow, and this is in the shade Copper Glow. Let me open it up and show it to you. It's very, very nice. Look, it's like a mound. I love that. You get more product that way. This is very pigmented, so I'm going to go easy. Okay, and then for bronzer, for highlighter, gonna go into the, a brown and gold will look better because I'm using gold highlighter too. This is the Catrice More Than Glow highlighter, and this is in the shade Beyond Golden Glow. Yeah, it just makes more sense to do a brown and gold. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a green and gold. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing yet, but I have pulled some products out. This is the Colourpop You're Golden palette. And I'll just show it to you. I used this in my last video or the couple videos ago. I'm going to do a brown and true yellow gold look. I'm going to start with a fluffy brush. I'm going to go into the shade Covet as my transition shade. And I'm just going to take this on the back 2/3. I'm not going to go all the way. Well, yeah, I'll take this one all the way over. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and then I'm going to go into a shade called Lounger, and I'm just basically doing the same thing with this shade. It's just a little bit darker than the first shade. Okay, and then I'll go into a shade called Prime Time. I'm going to take this and just put this on the outer corner, or the outer third. And get in that crease there. And I'm just going to blend this out. Never fails. My straightener goes off every time. I'm going to take a big fluffy brush with nothing on it and just go around those edges. I'm just going to darken up this outer corner. And then I take a big fluffy brush and go around. And then darken up this other outer corner. Okay, let me blend this out a little bit. Barely touching the skin. I just need to blend that just a hair. Okay, now I have some products here. I brought out a gold liquid eyeshadow, a liquid eyeshadow or a liquid liner that has gold reflex in it, and then I also have my palette of pressed glitters. And I don't know what I'm going to be using yet. So here's my pressed glitters, and if I use anything, it would be, I'm using a yellow gold, so probably this one, but I don't know if that's what I want to do yet. I don't know if I want to go that far. So let me just go in with this liquid. This is from ZeeSea, and this is in the shade 04, and this is just a liquid eyeshadow, and I'm just going to use this as a base. I'm going to take my flat brush and just pat that in. And I'm going over the line where the dark eyeshadow is too, blending it over that line. Go in over here a little bit more. Okay, and then I think I want to go back into the Colourpop palette, and there is a gold shimmer, this one here, and this is called Bayshore. Probably should wait for these to dry. This one is dry, I believe. So I'm going to go in with the flat brush, go over that shade, that base. So it's like half and half, half dark eyeshadow and half gold. So while this side is drying, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and just kind of blend this out on the top. Actually, I'm going to take a little more of Prime Time, and I'm going to blend it right up here and down that line, just kind of overlapping each other. I'm going to go back into Bayshore, and I'm just tapping this on so I don't disrupt any of that underlying liquid eyeshadow. I don't think I want to go in with pressed glitter. I think I'm just going to see if I can use this liner. And then I'm going to go over this with a big fluffy brush. Go over this line a little bit with Prime Time. And then I'm going to go over the whole thing with, this is, where did I get this? This is AGAG. Not sure where I got this. I might have got this out of an ice cream beauty box. And it just says 01, AGAG 01. And the rest of the writing is in Asian writing. I'm just going to kind of go over this whole gold area with this eyeliner and see if I can't get a couple of gold flakes to show up. I can see them. I hope you guys can too. I'm gonna let that dry and then maybe go over with another layer after it dries. It's hard to see what I'm doing because this thing is so bulky. Whew, my back hurts. Okay, so I'm gonna go put on my eyelashes and my lip liner and I'll be back. Okay, for lip liner, I use Colourpop BFF. Something just fell. Oh, it was the lid. And then for lipstick, I'm going to use Wet n Wild in the shade Never Nude. I love this lipstick. I don't know where I found it or where I got this, but I'm glad it showed up. It goes perfectly with this lip liner. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for me today. I hope you like this look. I think it's okay. It didn't come out how I expected it. Probably because I was expecting to do a whole different look. But, I mean, I think it came out all right. Brown and gold, can't really go wrong with that. So, I hope you guys like it. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.